guys, welcome to Busy Moms Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me today for this post-ride, post-run, post-workout recovery stretch. Um, if you're here, you're doing the right thing. You're here because you're taking care of your body. Hopefully you got a nice little workout in. Hopefully you're already warmed up because you're kind of trying to bring the heart rate down from whatever you were just doing. Get a nice stretch, kind of settle your body back in. So that's kind of what the goal for today is. Nice little stretch of the lower body, especially for my runners and my bikers, and really just anybody who just wants a nice feel good stretch at the end of their day. Okay. No equipment necessary today. I have my mat. We are going to get into a bit of a pyramid. If you like to have blocks for a pyramid, totally not necessary, especially after a workout. Hopefully we're nice and loose, but can always be helpful just to have. So totally your call, totally optional. When you are ready, we're going to get started in a seated position, sitting up nice and tall on your mat, on the floor, on the carpet, on a blanket, whatever feels good for you. And just take a moment here to connect to the breath, settling in. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Find some length in your spine. Nice deep breath in through the nose. And exhale, let it go. Let's bring the arms into it this time. Inhale, lift the arms. Lift your gaze. Exhale, hands to center. Let's do that 2 more times. Big inhale, lift. Exhale. 1 more time, inhale and lift. And exhale. All right, let your hands just rest comfortably in your lap. Drop your head to one side. Doesn't matter which side. We're just going to take it to the other side next. So I have my left ear towards my left shoulder and just feeling a nice little stretch on the right side. Use your hand just for a little added pressure, just to deepen the stretch. Don't push too hard. So my left hand on the top of my head, stretching out the right side of my neck and really just kind of pulling that right shoulder away from my ear. Nice and gentle release that hand back down, dropping to the other side. So for me, right ear to the right shoulder. And if you want the added pressure from your hand, just a little bit on the neck, nothing too tight, not too much pressure. Release. And let's just take it to some nice easy neck rolls in one direction. Take it slow. And reverse it, opposite direction. Back to center. Let's start to roll out the shoulders a bit. I like to start going backwards. I'm not really sure why. It just kind of feels a little bit more natural to me. And again, we're going to take it to both directions, so totally your call. Really squeezing the shoulders up by the ears and then dropping them down your back, which I know sounds weird because I'm always saying drop the shoulders away from the ears, but in this case, just trying to release any tension that we may be holding onto in the shoulders. All right, and then find stillness in your seat. We're going to take it to a tabletop here. So coming onto your hands and your knees, checking your alignment, shoulders stacked over your wrists, hips stacked over those knees. We'll take it to a few rounds of cat-cow here just to loosen up that spine and once again release any tension. So take it at your own pace. Inhale, drop the belly, arch your back. And exhale, pushing into your mat with your hands and your shins, round the spine. Bring your chin to your chest. Inhale, drop. And exhale, round. Maybe 2 or 3 more. At your pace, your breath, no rush. Remember, we're cooling down here today. And after you take your 2 or 3, just rejoin me in that neutral tabletop. Your back parallel to the mat. Tuck the toes, send the hips up and back, downward dog. And we won't spend too much time here because, like I said, hopefully we're already warmed up a bit. Any stretches you may need to take. I always like to come up onto the tiptoes. That always feels good for me. Walk your toes up towards the top of your mat. And let's hang here for a moment um, in a forward fold. Release any tension in your head and your neck. Just hang heavy here for a bit. Feel that stretch in the back of your legs. And nice and slowly, we're going to take a step back with the left foot into a low lunge. So hands on either side of your right foot, nice 90-degree bend in that right knee. We're going to take it to a twist here. Option to drop your left knee down if that feels a bit more comfortable, or keep the left knee up, totally up to you. Drop that left hand down nice and flat, reaching up towards the right side, right arm goes up to the sky. Feel that nice lunge twist. Breathe. One more big inhale here. And on the exhale, bring that right hand back down to frame the foot. From here, keep those toes untucked. Start to shift your weight towards the back. Maybe scoot your right foot up towards the top of your mat a little bit. And then straighten out that right leg, pointing the toes up towards the sky for a half split. So deepening that hamstring stretch just a bit. Almost like you're folding over that right leg. And don't forget to breathe. Coming back to our lunge, we're going to deepen the stretch a little bit here for in our quads. Now, this is a little bit of a deeper stretch here, so if you're perfectly fine and comfortable staying here in our low lunge, that's totally okay. Stay right here. However, we're going to deepen it just a bit in the back here. So my left leg with my feet, the top of my foot is flat on the mat. I'm going to slowly lift that one up. And with my left hand, reaching around to grab the inner inside of my foot, opening up the left shoulder here. And if you have a block, blocks can be handy for just bringing the ground a little bit closer, if that gives you a little more stability, totally optional. And just feeling that good quad stretch. Breathe. Maybe glance over the left shoulder. Now, without slingshotting your foot, nice and slow, release that left foot back down to the mat. Both hands frame your right foot, lift that left knee up, and step the right foot back, downward dog. Give your legs a little pedal here before we move to the other side. Start to walk your toes up towards the top of the mat again. We hang heavy here just as we did on the other side for a moment. And nice and slow this time, step back with the right foot into that low lunge. Again, same options here where you can untuck the toes and drop that knee down or keep the knee lifted. Totally your call. Depends what you're aiming for here. And we're going to take it to that twist. So twisting to the left side this time. Maybe glance up at your fingertips if that feels okay on your neck. And bring the left hand back down, framing that foot. Shimmy the left toes up a little bit closer towards the top of your mat, and then start to send the hips back, left toes pointing up, half split here. Feel that good hamstring stretch. Sometimes we want to pull the right hip back here, kind of whacks us out of alignment a little bit. So just make sure that your hips are squared towards the front of the room. You might have to pull the right hip forward and send the left hip back a bit. Slowly coming back to that low lunge. And again, if we're comfortable here in our low lunge, feeling that good stretch of the hip flexor, then stay right there. Otherwise, if you want to deepen that quad stretch, bend the right leg this time. I'm going to use a block. I need a little bit more height on this side. Reaching back with the right hand this time, grabbing the inside of the right foot. And just nice and gentle, opening up that right shoulder, maybe twisting towards the right side, but feel the stretch in the quad. Again, nice and slow, controlled here. Release. Don't let that foot slingshot towards the mat. Framing that front foot, tuck the toes, step back, downward dog. And once again, pedal the legs out here just for a moment. Lift the right leg up and back, three-legged dog. Bend that right knee. Bring that right knee to nose, and then step it through. So we're back into that low lunge. And from here, hop the left foot back. Step it in just a little bit. We're going to rise up to a warrior one. Left toes pointing towards the top left corner. Gentle bend in that right knee. Inhale, straighten out that front leg. And exhale, fold over the right leg for a nice pyramid hamstring stretch. And without rising up, start to walk your hands over towards the left side, toes parallel with one another, and hanging heavy here in a wide-legged forward fold. And if you need to take some movement here, you can always kind of sway side to side, taking little baby side lunges. Or maybe you just want to stay in stillness here in your wide leg forward fold and just enjoy the nice deep stretch of the hamstrings and the inner thighs. Open up the toes. Bring your toes so they're pointing outward a little bit. We're going to take it to a goddess pose from here. So bringing the hands together, start to sink the hips down as if you're taking a little bit of a baby squat. Option to stay right here or lower down even further. Maybe use your elbows to push the knees apart. Keep the spine nice and long. I'm just holding it here for a few more seconds. And whichever variation you're in, drop the hands down in front of you, send the hips up and back, take it back to that wide leg forward fold. Walk your hands back to frame your right foot, just as we started. Step the left foot up to meet the right, and hang heavy here for a moment in your forward fold. From here, step back into your downward dog. I'm going to just take it to the other side. So same as we did on the other side, lift that left leg up and back this time. Bend the left knee. Bring the knee to nose. Step the left foot through to the hands. Hop that right foot in just a bit, turning your toes so they're pointing towards the top right corner. And rise up to that warrior one. Hips are squared towards the front of the room. Big inhale here. Straighten out that front leg. And exhale, hinge over the left leg this time. Feeling that good hamstring stretch. And same as we did on the other side. Start to walk your hands towards the right side. Feet are parallel with one another, taking that wide leg forward fold. Same options as on the other side, hanging heavy here. Shifting your weight side to side, little baby side lunges. If you want to add a little upper body stretch into this, maybe bring your hands to your low spine. Option to stay right here, drawing the shoulders away from the ears. Maybe interlace your fingers together. Maybe start to extend the arms up overhead. And don't forget to breathe. And if you're holding on your hands, let your hands go back down to the mat. We'll take it to that goddess pose one more time. So opening up the feet just a bit, sink the hips down, bend the knees. Option to stay right here in our yogi squat or maybe lower down, whatever feels good for you. Keep the back nice and straight, using your elbows to push into your knees, so opening up. Again, don't forget to breathe. Hands come down to the mat, send the hips up and back, and start to walk the hands back to frame. The left toes, step back to our downward dog. And this time, drop the knees down to the outer edges. Hips come back, child's pose. Let it feel good. Release all that tension. Just kind of soak up that nice deep stretch that we just got in. Your body will definitely thank you for this. Taking the time after a workout to really release all the muscles, release all the tension. Stay here in your child's pose as long as you need. When you're ready, flip over onto your back, lying all the way down. And join me in a nice figure four, crossing the right leg over the left quad. Option to stay right here, or maybe lift your left foot up off the mat, flex the feet, interlace your hands behind your hamstring, and just feel that good hip stretch, good glute stretch. Feel your whole back on the mat. Slow and control, drop the left foot back down to the mat. Send the right foot up towards the sky, a little single leg up the wall here. And kind of stretching it as best as you can. I have very tight hamstrings, so even getting it straight up is a struggle for me sometimes. Feeling again the whole length of your spine connected to the mat. Maybe interlace your hands behind your right hamstring, maybe behind the right calf. This is a great stretch if you have a strap as well, to just wrap the strap around the ball of your foot. And you may start shaking like I am. Embrace the shake. And just breathe. Bring the right knee into your chest. Let your left leg extend nice and long. Cross the right over to the left side for a supine spinal twist. I like to use my left hand just to apply a little extra pressure to the right knee, just to deepen the twist a bit. Maybe glance over your right shoulder if that feels okay on your neck. And coming back to center, bring both knees into the chest, roll out the low back a little bit. Drop the right foot down this time. Cross the left ankle over the right quad for our figure four on the left side. And if you lifted up the right foot or the left foot on the other side, then make sure you lift up the right foot on this side. Flex the feet, feel that nice opening of the hip, stretch out of the glute. Let it feel good. And bring that right foot back down to the mat. Send the left foot up towards the sky. Same variations here, interlacing your fingers behind your calf, behind your hamstring. Flex that foot. And just feel that nice hamstring stretch. And bring the left knee into your chest. Right leg goes out nice and long. Crossing the left over to the right side. Teeing out the arms or bringing your right hand to your left knee. Maybe bring your gaze over your left shoulder. Try to keep both shoulder blades attached to the mat. And bringing both knees into your chest, rolling out the spine one more time. And for our final poses here, I'm going to bring both the soles of my feet together in a reclined bound angle. You can just take it to a regular Shavasana corpse pose if you'd like, and just extend both legs out nice and long. Maybe bring one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Take a moment here to just be grateful to yourself for everything you achieved today, the time that you gave to yourself, and the time you gave to your body here, just to close everything out, take care of ourselves, cool down, and return to our normal state. And if you have a few moments to remain here and just kind of soak up this relaxation, then I encourage you to do so. And if you're closing out with me today, bring both knees together. We'll start to slowly make our way back up to a seated position, however it takes for you to get there. Be proud of yourself for what you accomplished today. I'm proud of you for joining me. I hope to see you again. We'll close out with 3 collective breaths. So when you're ready, nice big inhale, bring the arms up overhead. And exhale, hands to heart center. Again, inhale and lift. And exhale, let it go. One more time, biggest breath of your day. And exhale it out. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you feel good. I hope you feel refreshed. I hope you feel stretched out and relaxed. I am so happy that you were able to join me. Please come back. Please come back to my videos again and again. See whatever new content I have. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Follow me on Instagram at Busy Moms Yoga, and I'll let you know whenever I'm dropping new videos. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good day.